Short, South Carolina escapes with an overtime road win in Columbia, Missouri. They're now 2-1 in the league.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Earning Our Stripes. I am
Benjamin Duncan.
And Ben, it has been a topsy-turvy world in Mizzou athletics this week.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Coaches have left, people have committed to the football team, and then have decommitted from the football team.
Yes.
It has been a constant whirlwind of insanity for Mizzou, but how are you doing today, good sir?
Not bad. I've spent the entire weekend and then today on the couch watching football.
Yes, it's been a cold one across all of the Mizzou faithfuls all over the great Show Me State this week. Very, very cold. So,
excuse me.
Other than that, have you been staying warm?
Yes, as I was able to work from my apartment today for work, which was real nice.
Well, good for you. Let's get right in.
Unlike you.
Well, I mean, yes, coming home at 6 in the morning to feels like a negative 36 is not fun. So, but let's get right into the Mizzou news, shall we? And we start off with the Mizzou wrestling team, who 39-0 blanked Stanford.
Goose egg.
39-0 blanked Stanford in the duel against the then-ranked Cardinal. Mizzou once again proving their dominance over the rest of the NCAA right now. As the Tigers are now 7-0 this year. This was the first away duel for the Mizzou Tigers. They have the UNI Open on Saturday, January 20th, before they have a quick turnaround with several more duels coming up at West Virginia and at Cornell in the same week. 2 days stretch, and then it's going to be an interesting 2-week stretch coming up for the Tigers as they have those two and number 9 Oklahoma State. So, but Mizzou wrestling keeps staying hot, still undefeated. Thoughts, Mr. Benjamin Duncan?
Good. With them wrestling boys putting in work.
Tigerstyle is not a joke, everybody. It is a way of life. So, keep an eye on them. They'll be back home against Oklahoma State on February 4th. So, be on the lookout for that.
Nice.
Do we have to talk about Mizzou basketball?
Nice. Oh, God. On my list, I literally just put basketball ?
Well, let's start with the women's team, who, after losing to South Carolina on Thursday, 81-57, defeated Vanderbilt on the road, 65-63, squeaking out the win. That's their first win in conference play this year.
First SEC conference win, baby.
They play Georgia and Kentucky coming up this week. They play Georgia on Thursday and Kentucky on Sunday.
Ooh.
And that's the only basketball team that Mizzou has. No one else.
Yeah, because the men's team is still searching for
no one else. There's not another team that plays in Alabama tomorrow, or at home against Florida on Saturday, or at A&M next Tuesday. and didn't lose to South Carolina by 2 by choking it away in the second half.
And overtime.
Yeah. Nobody else. Let's get into this Mizzou football news, shall we?
Yes.
So go ahead, Mr. Ben.
Well, first we have Isaiah Hastings leaving.
Yes, you might remember last week we said that Isaiah Hastings had committed as a transfer from Alabama to Mizzou. He decommitted and 37 minutes later committed to Syracuse University. So they probably gave him some money. In fact, probably a lot of money. So.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, Mizzou was able to bounce back and get another pretty decent recruit, or transfer, in none other than Michigan State's Zion Young. He's a defensive end, so there is your replacement for Darius Robinson.
Nice.
As give your thoughts as to that situation there, as I'll give you the stats for one.
I mean, it sucks we lost the Alabama guy, but Syracuse had to have done a lot of something to get him to go up there. A lot. And so, I mean, it sucks, but we got another person to fill his spot immediately anyways.
So, minimal playing time for Zion Young. In his career, he's only played in... He barely played in 12 games last year. He was a rotational player. Didn't get to play a lot. But what he did last year was 8 solo tackles, 18 assists, 26 total, 4.5 tackles for loss. And he also had 1.5 sacks. So he didn't play a lot in these games, but when he did, obviously he made his presence known. So he will do pretty well. He's going to be coming in as a junior for Mizzou, so Mizzou will have him for 2 years.
If he doesn't leave.
Yeah. And why would he leave, Ben? Could there be a certain coach that left Mizzou this week?
Yes.
Look at that segue, huh?
Yeah. Perfectly lined up.
Well, say it.
Oh, well, the defensive line coach jumped ship to join Blake Baker at LSU.
Yeah, so, that's all I gotta say. But
It was funny because my friend Luke from LSU, he texted me as soon as that happened, and I'm like, you know what? Just go ahead and take all the rest of the defensive coaches while you're at it anyways. And he was like, man, you didn't realize you were so angry about that. And I'm like, at this point, I don't care.
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Don't lie. You care.
I miss Blake Baker.
Well, unfortunately, Peoples is gone, so not only does Mizzou have to try and find a new defensive coordinator, they also have to try and find a new D-line coach. So, but we got some good news. Mizzou opened up on the betting as the 50 to 1 to win the national championship. It is now 33 to 1, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
So more people are saying that thinking Mizzou might win the national championship. I would love to know what they're smoking.
That good stuff, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, I think Mizzou might take a little step back. Not a big one, but a little one. But it's not the only thing we got here. Is I do believe you have something to talk about from from one of the worst cities in the state of Missouri, from Jeff City. An announcement that came down from there.
Yeah. Some Missouri senators that I'm not going to name because I don't like these people.
We try not to get political here, Ben.
Whatever. Honored the Mizzou football team for their victory
You know what?
in the
Fine,
Cotton
I'll
Bowl.
say it since you don't want to say them. Senator Eric Schmidt and Senator Josh Hawley.
Womp womp.
We're not getting political, Ben.
We're already too far gone.
Yeah, well, you know what? Don't care. Because this is something good that you could be happy about them for.
Yes.
So go ahead.
As I said, they honored Mizzou football for their victory in the Cotton Bowl.
Would you like me to read this off?
You can do that if you'd like.
In the Senate of the United States, Mr. Schmidt for himself and Mr. Hawley submitted the following resolution, which was referred to the committee on, in the date, congratulating University of Missouri Tigers for winning the 2023 Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Whereas on December 29th, 2023, the University of Missouri Tigers football team defeated the nationally ranked Ohio State University Buckeyes 14-3 to win the 2023 Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Whereas the victory in the Cotton Bowl was a testament to the skill, dedication, and hard work of the Tigers. Whereas the Tigers demonstrated exceptional teamwork and sportsmanship during the Cotton Bowl and throughout the 2023 season. We're ignoring the part where Johnny Walker threw a punch. During the 2023 season, the Tigers achieved a record of 11 wins, 2 losses, and defeating Ohio State, Arkansas, Florida, Tennessee, South Carolina, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Memphis, Kansas State, Middle Tennessee, and South Dakota. The Tigers attained the final ranking of 8th in the NCAA. The coaching staff it's just a lot of naming and stuff. It's not really anything. They all received. It's just basically the Missouri State Senate giving them props. So that's it, really. Just a lot of
Nice.
recapping the season, which I don't need to recap this season. Y'all have been with us basically the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the only award that was given out, or recognition that was given out this week. Now, was it, Ben? As we had one happen today.
You are correct in that Darius Robinson received the NAACP Appreciation Award for Community Service on Martin Luther King Jr. Day today.
So there you go. I'm not gonna tell you what that stands for. My pigmentation is a little bit wrong to say what it is. So,
Oof.
am I wrong?
Nope.
Exactly. But Darius Robinson wins that award. All right, Ben, finish off your list. Or was that it?
I think that was really it. There was not a lot of things that happened. There was stuff that happened, but it wasn't a lot.
Mizzou...
I can look up the Columbia News and see if there's anything interesting.
The Mizzou men's baseball and women's softball teams have started their off-season workouts inside the new indoor practice facility. Other than that, it's really been a just type week again, which, with as cold as it has been, isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. So, Kobe Brown scored 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists in a game this week.
Oh, for the Clippers?
Yeah, the Ontario Clippers. Oh, I did have something else. The G League team. The G League team.
Oh.
I did have something else. That just reminded me.
Kobe got sent to the G League, man? What the heck?
Well, that's where he is for right now. So, I just remembered I did have something else, and I'm going to pull it up here real quick. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? What the hell? There it is. Ben, I put together, and I'm going to forward it to you.
Aaron Judge is at the Buccaneers game right now. Lincoln Riley's there too. What?
Baker Mayfield's playing.
Yes.
So that's why. Anyway, I'm going to send this to you so you can also take a look at it. Should be sent to you now. Do you have it?
What'd you send it to me on?
Email.
Oh, email. I will check my email. I think I see something there. Takes a second to load sometime.
It very well could be for this one, although it's not that big. So.
I got an email from the IGN store.
What the hell?
Brock tweet thing. MAT for EOS.
Yep. So just open that up real quick.
We have the Mizzou Alumni NBA team that Brock has put together for us.
I have. So these are all players that are currently in the NBA / G League or overseas or have not played in like a year. So they still count. So Ben, go over. I will announce the starting five if you would provide with some cheesy music that you would hear for a starting lineup. Just something cheesy sounding.
Open soundboard.
This isn't who he play for. Anyway.
And you can check that out on Big Time Talkers.
The starting lineup for your Mizzou Alumni team. At point guard, Jordan Clarkson. At shooting guard, Drew Smith. At small forward, Kobe Brown. At power forward, Michael Porter Jr. At center, Jonte Porter. On the bench, Des Moines Hodge. Also on the bench, Jonathan Williams. And also on the bench, Jabari Brown. The head coach for your Mizzou Alumni team, John Sunvold. So yeah, that's an 8-man team. Thoughts?
Wow, what a touchdown by Moore for the Buccaneers.
Thoughts?
I don't know some of these people on this team, Brock, but it seems like...
Who? You don't know
it's
Jonathan
definitely
Williams?
Mizzou alumni.
You don't know Jonathan Williams?
Nope. I don't know who he is or Drew Smith.
You don't remember Drew Smith?
Or Jabari Brown.
You don't remember Jabari Brown?
Nope.
They were part of that team just before Kobe, or before Kobe took off and right after Jonte left.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't ever remember Jonte ever playing a game.
What?
And I don't remember anything after. I don't remember anything before Kobe.
Fair enough. They were very good. How about that?
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, there's your Mizzou, all-time Mizzou, or not your all-time Mizzou, because, God, that team would be insane. Anthony
Your current
Peeler.
Mizzou.
Yeah. Mizzou alumni that are still in the NBA, because otherwise, you'd have Damari Carroll, Anthony Peeler, a bunch of other guys. A bunch of guys in the 60s and 70s and 80s. Be an insane team, honestly, anyway. It's time for the mailbag.
Mailbag.
The mailbag, the mailbag, the mailbag.
All right.
Wait, I need a sound for the mailbag. Hang on. We'll go with this one. That's another one that's just for BTT, but yeah, I needed something. So, anyway. Ben, what do we have in the mailbags?
We have, as my Dallas Dust Up Cotton Bowl vlog went up yesterday.
Took you long enough.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. We got one from McDiddle.
I'm just saying that mine's been up for 10 days now, and it took you long enough.
Jesus.
And they're roughly about the same length, bud, so don't be saying, oh, mine's longer. No.
Well, yours was like, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was 39. Okay, cool.
Anyway.
But, you said, see y'all in October or maybe sooner. And then
Well, yeah.
McDiddle said, glad you guys made it down. I was in the section above the band. It's awesome to watch these vlogs and remember it. Love the videos. Keep them coming.
Oh, believe me, sir, they will indeed keep coming. Because these won't stop anytime soon. We're going to be dead in the ground when we stop them. Ain't that right?
Lord.
Ain't that right?
We'll just have to see.
Is that it for the mailbag?
We are at 157 subscribers now.
Hey, and climbing.
But, me posting the vlog yesterday is already over 200 views.
Jesus.
So, yeah. We're doing good.
All right. Well, just a reminder, Big Time Talkers this week comes out. If you missed last week's episode, Ben watched Kamala, the Ugandan giant, and got to react to that because Tommy is a major wrestling fan, and I used to be a wrestling fan. I'm not really much anymore, but Ben got to react to that. Tommy has the wheel for deciding what Ben will react to this week. And we also talked about how Michigan is a bunch of frauds. Ain't that right, Ben?
Yeah.
This week will be a little bit more interesting, as I'm pretty sure Tommy's just going to clown the Cowboys for 6 hours. And I tell you all how I was right about, Kansas City beating the hell out of. I did not do well betting this week. Well, I mean, I was the only one, you're the one that your lock was Cleveland.
Yeah.
But, my Pittsburgh, my Dallas, Detroit didn't cover. So Tommy got that one right. Tommy did the best out of all of us this week.
Yeah.
So, good for him. Anyway, where can you be found on Twitter?
I can be found at EliteTigerSports. The E, the T, and the S are capitalized.
I can be found on Twitter at BrockGorton99. The B and the G are capitalized on that. Ben somehow was able to escape punishment for the league, so he does not have to go to a KU game. So I'm sorry, folks, you don't get to see that content.
It's a blessing.
Instead, I have to eat a bag of Swedish fish. Gross. Not looking forward to that. But, yeah. Other than that, if you want us to react to something Mizzou related, let us know in the comments. If you want to ask us a question about Mizzou, past, present, future, whatever, go ahead and ask us in the comments. I think we'll be doing a Q&A here coming up, so send in your questions. We'll compile them. Once Ben has enough of them, he'll let me know, and then we'll do a Q&A episode.
Yes.
Sound good?
That sounds good to me.
Other than that, I've been Brock Gordon.
I've been Benjamin Duncan.
And as slowly as surely as the temperatures keep continuing to plummet here in the great state of Missouri, we will continue to earn our stripes as we have gone from normal Bengals to white Tigers in the night. Have a wonderful rest of your week, folks. And as always,